Kari Mason about First Class Creativity, and today I'm going to show you how to make two really beautiful tags using one die cut for This Is a Big Shot. I'm really excited to show you this project, so let's get started and start adorning your beautiful gifts today. What we're going to make today, little tags that you can adorn your beautiful gifts with Christmas. And as you can see, they're both kind of different and they're really fun, and I'll show you the difference in them in just a second. Imagine this without the tag here, the Merry Christmas tag, on a scrapbook page. How cool would that be, right? So let's go ahead and make these two tags and I'll show you how to do them. First thing we're going to do is the tag part, because that we can get out of the way fairly quickly. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Up! Whisper White cardstock and my Stampin' Up! Cherry Cobbler cardstock. The Cherry Cobbler is cut at 2 3/8 and the Whisper White is 2 1/8 squares. Using the Cherry Cobbler ink with the Merry Christmas and To from the Be of Good Cheer stamp set. I'm Stampin' Up. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and adhere these to the Cherry Cobbler cardstock. And I just smeared ink on it, so it really gives it that handmade look. Here's the other one. This one is minus the smear, so I'll give this one to someone who won't care, like maybe the dog. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the other part of the stocking. The next thing you're going to want to do is get our new Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. Any paper trimmer will work. As you can see, this designer paper is clear. And it's not all clear, but this is just one that is clear. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Stampin' Up! Scoring blade to score it at 6 inches. And then I'm going to run the scoring blade over. I'm going to put some firm pressure on there a couple times. And then when I fold it, it's going to have a nice little score line there that will allow me to take my bone folder to it, and you'll see why in a minute. Okay, then what I'm going to want to do is take my Whisper White cardstock and fold that directly in half, and take the bone folder on that as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it through the Big Shot using the Holiday Stockings die cut cardstock on there and my Candlelight Christmas clear cardstock. I'm going to build my sandwich with a cutting plate on top and a cutting plate on the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and run it through my handy dandy Big Shot. There we go. And that little cracking is totally fine. And this is what's going to be revealed. You're going to be able to have two stockings from this with the Candlelight Christmas designer paper. You're just going to take out all your pieces. And the same thing with the white. Okay, so now we have all these pieces here. And then what we're going to do, you may have seen this in the camera film, is these beautiful pieces of glimmer paper. We have our glimmer silver and our glimmer champagne color, and we're going to use these on this die cut as well. But we're going to put them in a certain place. Okay, so now we have the champagne and silver glitter, and that is at a dimension of 4 by 2, and you're going to place this over this one little stocking area right here. You're going to place it down Warning, you will get glittery working with this paper. And then these are 4x4" squares, and that's going to come over the top here in this other little part of the stocking here. And then you're just going to go ahead and build your sandwich again. Take your Big Shot, put it through, and when you're done, you're going to go ahead and have your little pieces to your stocking. You can see the little toe and heel parts, and then the rest are scraps. You can see how glittery that is. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. Okay, all right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build the white stocking. And what we're going to do is we're going to put sticky strip on here, because I found that when I tried to use the clear liquid glue, it didn't work very well. And glue dots, I think would be okay. That would be my second choice. So I'm going to put the sticky strip down right here. And I'm just going to put it in parts where you're not going to see it underneath the stocking. But we don't want the white part to come up. So we're going to go ahead and just put the sticky strip down. And I'm going to run my finger over it with the bone folder too. Because it's heat sensitive, it'll help it come up really a lot faster. And I'm going to go ahead and use these tweezers to pick up the sticky strip on top of this. Now by stock behind it, it is going to give it the stability it needs to be a tag. And so you want to make sure this is like fuzzy too, guys. I forgot to tell you that. This is all fuzzy and everything. So you're going to go ahead and start layering it from the top. So you want to make sure the fuzzy part is at the top. So there we have that right there. I have a little bit of adhesive sticking out here, so I'm just going to trim it. And then we're going to put sticky strip on the back of all these items. We're going to stick with the champagne color right now. Just want to put it at the very bottom, just like so. And then I put this down. So that's going to go just like this. And then take this and layer it over the top. So you want to make sure you have some sticky strip in the corners there. But I'm just going to put one on the side right here. I'm going to put one on the side right here. Just a little bit. Make sure the fuzzy part is put down. You don't want the fuzzy part facing up when you're doing this. You want it facing down. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to rub it with my bone folder again to get that up. And I'm going to go ahead and take the tweezers and make sure it's all off. And then you're just going to place it right on top of the glitter. And it will stick beautifully. Now we're going to just repeat the same process down here at the heel. Oh, let's go do that. And then while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I do the clear parts as well. So when you go ahead and place the glitter down, just make sure you line it up really good in the right direction. And then you just take the adhesive off this one too, and just place it again right on top of there. And you won't even see the sticky strip underneath it. Now just repeat the same process down here. Okay, so now we have this part of the tag done, and now we can go ahead and add our other piece to it right here. So what we're going to do is get our little Stampin' Dimensionals. I like to put 3 on. That way I know it's not going to go anywhere. And then I like to put my fingernail down, and it pops the backs off the little diamonds there. And then I'm going to place it down just like so. Beautiful. Alright, now we just need a little embellishment there. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Snow Flurry Biggs die cut from the Stampin' Up! Holiday catalog. And I have a place of 2 3/4 of the silver. And then this is like 1 3/4 by 2 inches, and you want to place them face down. And you're going to go ahead and run it through the Big Shot again with your sandwich. Let me place this out of the way for a minute. And here we have some beautiful snowflakes that we can put on our projects. Okay, and so that is exactly what we needed. So what I like to do is I like to take the Stampin' Dimensionals. I like to take the edges, then just kind of cut off a little bit, and that's probably even a little too much. But I'm going to flip over this champagne snowflake, and I'm just going to put it like right there. And then I'm going to chop just a little bit off, actually. That was a little bit too much. You only just want a little bit to go in the middle there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put it right there on the tag. Isn't this coming all together beautifully? Okay, and then of course bling wouldn't be bling without rhinestones. So you're just going to go ahead. My trick is take your tweezers, place them around the rhinestone, and then slide them to the left. And then put them right on the snowflake like so. Then we're going to go ahead and take our crocodile, and we're going to go ahead and do the hole about there. You can also look here this way. I'm going to give it an eyeball. I think it'll want a little bit bigger, so I'm going to use the bigger circle like so. And then I'm going to take this beautiful cherry cobbler seam binding, also sold by Stampin' Up!, and I'm going to go ahead and put it right through the hole. So then at this point you have a couple options. You can go ahead and leave it like this until you put it around your package and then tie a bow, and then, or you can go ahead and tie a bow and just adhere it to your package with tape or something like that. And then you can trim it with your paper snips. Or like I said, you could leave it long. But here's the first tag. And now we'll move on to the second one. So let me move this stuff out of the way. This one's actually a little bit easier. This is from the Snow Festival Designer Series paper. I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. And then I'm going to go ahead and place it on the big stocking, holiday stocking die cut. Like so. I want to make sure that it's placed over the stocking. And then I'm just going to do my sandwich again. Got my little handle going up there so I can run it through my Big Shot. And here's our little booty. Now, because this is made from Designer Series paper, I recommend that you run some chipboard through to adhere your stocking to. And the reason I say that is because although designer paper is very beautiful, you don't want it to be too flimsy. And you could put white cardstock underneath there too. What I did is with my designer paper, this little chipboard came in the back of it, and I just recycled it by using it. So I'm just simply using snail adhesive to put this down. Again, if you want, you could use your sticky strip. So I'm just lining it up ever so carefully over the chipboard. And then I'll flip it over and do the other side. Because I'm just doing the one side, I don't have to worry about putting the silver topping on the other side. I'm just going to use it on this side. And so again, I'm going to go ahead and just put the sticky strip, but don't put it up as high as I did, because now it's going to be sticky in the back, and I didn't think that through. I can just take some adhesive remover and move that out, or I can go ahead from when I did my stocking, I can just go ahead and put this on the back, which I think is what I'm going to do. Go ahead and put this right on the back there. That way it'll look pretty on both sides, but this one's going to look extra pretty because it's going to have all the other embellishments on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put the silver on there, the silver toe, which looks super duper pretty. And then the little heel. And then the little tag. Go ahead and put my Stampin' Dimensionals on that, like I did the other one. Use about 3 of them. There's not as much layering. And then to cover up my mistake, what I'm going to do is use this snowflake to go over that, with room to write the name. Just put it down like so. And then, of course, I want to go ahead and put a rhinestone in that, because I love these rhinestones. They're only $4.95, and you get this whole sheet. It's awesome. Okay, and then you can go ahead and punch your hole for your ribbon. And I punched it right through the chipboard. And then again, you have your beautiful cherry cobbler seam binding. And you just thread it through. And then again, you have the choice of either just tying it in a knot and tying it onto, you know, your present. So there you have it. You can just go ahead and leave it like that, or you can tie a little knot until you're ready to tie a present to it, or you could tie a little bow. So there you have it. So here's the one we did. Here's the one from before. So now look at, I have 4 beautiful tags. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. To check out more, you can visit my website at www.firstclasscreativity.com. Merry Christmas.